Hello learners, I am Dr. Subodh Kesharwani, working with Indira Gandhi National Open University in School of Management Studies, being a program coordinator as well as a course coordinator of this particular course called Computer Application in Business. We are here with a very contemporary topic, very important topic, or rather we can say the topic which is a need of an hour, that is the Google Workspace and usage of cloud. I think workspace is something which is very important, and the way the people are moving from the brick and mortar system to click and mortar system, the way the commerce is changing from e-commerce to m-commerce, the usage of smartphone and work from home culture had come up. I think everywhere this workplaces matters, and taking into consideration either it could be the Google or it could be the Microsoft, they have revamped themselves and come up with a cloud-based offices, because the offices are now running not in a brick and mortar mode but from the various places. It could be from the doorstep of the employees. So that is where this had brought the new paradigm shift, new changes. So taking into consideration that today's discussion is talking about the on the verge of completion. We are on the verge of completion of this particular course called Computer Application Business, and we are just recapitulating what we have done and what exactly the current trends is coming up, what exactly the emerging opportunities are coming up, which is giving to a new roof to the business houses and to the employees. So in this direction, I think Google Workspace and using cloud is one of the important topic which we are going to cover today, and I hope that the learner is going to enjoy a lot when they are going through, because this purely talks about the current trends, the contemporary thought, and how the things are going to be changed, how the traditional office is shifting from this approach to a more the contemporary approach. So Google Workplace includes all of the productivity apps and love the Gmail, the Google, Calendar, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Meet, and many more. And we are going to talk about all those things in a very faster mode and make our learners acclimatize, rather we can say, with the concept, with the thought which is there. So anyway, I think we start with certain statistics. I think Dell reports that companies that invest in a big data, cloud, mobility and security enjoy up to 53% faster revenue growth than their competitors. So this is the trend which is coming up, and this is the change which is coming up. So first we need to understand what is exactly a cloud is. So in technical term, cloud is the collection of computers over the internet whose services can be used by user remotely without physically need to be there. The services that cloud offers are storing and retrieving users' data on demand, maintenance of user data, data security, etc. So secondly, what is cloud computing is? So as per the Wikipedia, cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system, resources, especially data storage and computing power without direct active management by the user. In layman term, if you want to go to some place and you don't have a vehicle, then what you do? Instead of buying new vehicle, you prefer to take a taxi from Uber or Ola or other public transport. Now try to understand the concept. Now there's only single taxi in the world. There are large number of public transport whose facility user can avail. So we can say group of taxi is our cloud which provide public transport facility. So secondly, there are big giants like Uber at international level and Ola in India that provide taxi facility. So from this context, we can say that these are the cloud platforms to which user interact, similar to Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Cloud, Microsoft, Azure, etc. So the third key point is that to avail taxi facility, user don't have to go out to their home to taxi booking department. User can remotely order taxi using internet instead of going to some third party person to book taxi. So user avail taxi facility on demand. User no need to worry about how Uber or Ola provide taxi services. User has a facility to choose type of services to avail, like a car or non-car, AC car or two-wheeler vehicle. Similarly, in cloud computing, user can adjust amount of storage needed, computation power needed. So that is where which can define what exactly the cloud computing is. So cloud storage can save costs. So we know that more than low per GB cost that provides saving. Moving to the cloud reduces the need to purchase hard disks, that enclosures that contain them, the cards that power the data redundancy, the electric that powers them, and the hardware warrant services that protect them. So if there are certain facts and figures, if you see that 20.66% average improvement in time to market, 19.63% average increase in companies growth, 18% average increase in process efficiency, 16% average reduction in operational cost, 15% average reduction in IT spending, and 16% average reduction in IT maintenance cost. So this is USP of the cloud, and the cloud is quite important. And when we are talking about cloud computing with Microsoft Office, I think Office 365 is best in class productivity solution that allows you to work and collaboration anywhere on your favorite device and use trusted applications such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint and Outlook. With Office 365, you can join and host more productive meetings and securely store and access your document whenever you want. So in the browser, on your desktop, on your mobile device, the benefit for consistent experience with advanced tool across platform is there. And your colleague and working on the fully integrated Office platform. So now the thing is that the cloud, Google, if you talk about the Google Workspace, which was previously known as Google Suite, and this is also equipped with many important things, and the contents which we have already talked about, it have Google Calendar, it's have Google Drive, Google Meeting, it's have Google Slides. So a lot of options are there. Google Sheets are there, so where you can work as a spreadsheet. So the same modus operandi which we have learned in Microsoft Excel, I think, which can occur over here. So Google Cloud Platform offered by Google is a suite of cloud computing services that runs on the same infrastructure that Google uses internally for its end user products such as Google Search, Gmail, file storage and YouTube. So Google, if we talk about the Google Cloud Platform, it is the suite of various cloud computing services offered by Google. Means Google has its own dedicated powerful servers and hardware that provide cloud computing services. So if you talk about, this is various platforms the Googles have, and service provided by Google Cloud Platform is compute, storage and database, networking, big data, analytics, machine learning. And when we talk about the application, I think the Google Drive, Gmail and YouTube is there, one of the important platforms. So you find out that this is one of the very important contemporary thought which talks about IoT and many other aspects. So in the fourth sem we will study about the same more in a more elaborative manner when we have a paper called e-commerce. I think there we have very elaborately talk about the types of cloud deployment, which public cloud is there, then private cloud is there, then hybrid cloud is there, and community cloud is there. So the whole world is right now moving from brick and mortar system to click and mortar system, and we see that there is a great usage of this cloud in this. So Google Workspace, formerly known as G Suite, is a collection of cloud computing, productivity and collaboration tools, software and products developed and marked by the Google. It was first launched in 2006 as a Google Apps for your domain and rebranded as G Suite in 2016. And then Google Workspace consists of Gmail, contacts, calendar, meet and chat for communication, current for employee engagement, Drive for storage, and the Google Docs suites for content creation, and admin panel is provided for managing users and services. So the strength of Google Workspace lie in its simplicity and slim structure. Administrators appreciate the simplicity and clarity of the Workspace admin console. We start with opening of account, then you have Gmail. The first row talks about this Drive, then Groups, then YouTube, then Maps and Earth. Then you have Docs, which is worked like how we used to work in a Microsoft Word. In the same manner we used to work over here. Then you have got a Sheets, which is similar like the Google Sheet, this Microsoft Sheets, and the manner we used to work in a spreadsheet, in the same manner we do that. And then the slides are there. So Google Slide is somewhat very important because it's provide you a platform to online making up presentations and delivery at that place only. Then news is there, Google AdSense is there. We have little bit talk about Google Sense. Then photos are there. The photos also can be stored, and then Google Forms are there. So very easily you can make the forms, you can upload the forms, the respondent can reciprocate, and you can get the response sheet. Then you can convert it into Excel sheet or the PowerPoint presentation, whatever you want, you can do that. Then you have got a calendar. Then Google Chat is there, which works as a messenger, and then Google Meet is quite popular right now, which is linked with your official account and or with your email ID, and very easily you can do the Google meetings. Virtual meeting is possible. So, and then you have got Google Translate, where the language can be converted into your regional language. And then admin, then Cloud Sense, the current sites, contact, hangouts, forms, keep and classrooms are there. So a lot of varieties, an ample number of options are there, and which is quite useful when you talk about this particular aspect. And it is quite useful when somebody runs their business, and quite fruitful as an employee in the organization too. So what is Google Workspace? Google Workspace is a powerful cloud platform for business communications and collaboration. It includes all productivity tools necessary for daily tasks. It helps employees to achieve the best possible efficiency at the workplace. Everything you need for efficient functioning of your organization is now in one place, that is Google Workspace. Based on the current situation, Google Workspace is the best platform to manage the remote workforce of your organization, and Google Workspace comprise online collaboration app like Google Docs, Drive, Slides, Sheets, and helps in connecting teams working with different corners of the globe. Facilities available in Google Workspace for remote work, and when you talk about the first thing which is very important, that is video conferencing with team members, which is called Google Meet. Google Meet will help your team stay connected securely at any time, anywhere in the world. You can join through mobile as well as computer. You can schedule the video meeting and join through Meet or Gmail. Maximum number of people who join through Meet is 250. So also here you can use the virtual background for the video meeting. It is one of the easiest way to stay connected with more people working and learning from home. Then you have got a Google Drive. Google Drive is file storage and synchronization service developed by Google, launched on April 24, 2012. Google Drive allows users to store files on their servers, synchronize file across devices, and share files. And the 1 terabyte plan is available for a certain amount, which can be available on the Google Drive, and if you subscribe for the plan for a year and pay monthly, you end up by paying this. So paying annually for the subscription saves certain time also and certain amount. So this is the platform which is there when you talk about this. So how do I access my Drive? You can access Drive on the web by heading to drive.google.com or via the free Android app. You can also view all your files via the Drive folder on your PC with Google Drive for desktop, but you need to download the software first. You can get the software by visiting Drive website. So how to set up and get everything synced? So there are certain steps: download, install, backup, and sync. Choose which folder will get synced with Google Drive. Choose other folders on your PC to sync, and tweak your photo uploading settings. So there are certain benefits of Google Drive: backup your previous precious files, send large files to family, friends, or co-workers, use Google Drive app to access document, efficient built-in search engine, optical character recognition feature, share photo and video with your contacts, open and edit various kinds of documents. So how you can see my Google Drive? That is a very important question. The files and folders in a Google Drive are private by default until you decide to share them. You can share your documents with specific people, or you can make them public and anyone on the internet can view the shared files. So as far as the presentation to remote audience is concerned, Google Slide is very important aspect. It works as good as the Microsoft PowerPoint, which works in a brick and mortar mode, but this work as on a real time basis. So Google Meet, you can present slides, sheets, doc, and other files in video meeting. You can record the video meeting so that later also you can watch the presentation for your work reference. Also in a meeting, you can use the caption option, which makes it easier to follow what's being said in the meeting, shown in the text at the bottom part of the screen. Now, edit document in real-time basis, which I was talking about, is possible in Google Workspace. You can edit slides, spreadsheets, or other document with the team. You can edit the document in real time, and lot of people can work on the same file at that juncture at that same time. So the people can work or edit the file in a real-time manner. Give access options to all team members who can edit, view, and comment for the feedback. All the documents stored in the Google Drive or shared drive, changes in the documents will automatically save. So team members can see the updated versions of the documents and securely access the file on any device anytime. And this is the way by which the Google spreadsheets can work. So share latest information with large group of teams. To share information with groups, you can create a web page and share the files. You can make docs, sheets, and other files and share through the Google site for all team members. The Google group makes it easier to communicate with teams over the globe. Create a Google group and share the latest information through email with all members instead of emailing individually. Use the group email address to share the updates and file like Drive documents with all at a time. So now this is there, and then you have a calendar, which is very useful. Google calendars are used not only for organizing meetings but also for sending invitation requests. When a team is spread across the world and operating is different in time zones from different countries, it is very challenging to organize meetings. Google Calendar helps one to solve all the problems. You can check in real time who is available at what time. You can also create multiple team calendars to keep track of your meetings, training, vacations, and more. and you know that when everyone is free, it is very easy to schedule team meetings or events. So it's work on a real-time manner. You can also add particular rooms and resource needed in the meeting that will help to specify a particular location, and it's easy to find. Google Calendar is essential for anyone looking to stay organized and manage their time. Did you know you can set your working hours so colleagues know when they can and can't reach you? This great new calendar features will help save time when trying to schedule meetings and appointments when you are not going to be around to attend. If anyone tries to schedule an event in your diary when you are not available, Google Calendar will send a message updating them. So this is one of the way by which you can streamline your agendas, your work also. And if you see the image, I think very easily you find out that this is the way by which we can depict the Google Calendar and collect information from the teams. You can collect information from large number of people using the Google Forms. Google Forms is very important, work as a survey. You can put certain questionnaires and you can float that questionnaire to respondents, and when the respondents receive reports, it would be converted in a response sheet, and these response sheets are somewhat useful in making or interpreting the results thereof. So you can create feedback forms and surveys through sharing the link of the Google form. Create a survey and collect all feedback forms, all members on document. You can also do a quick opinion poll and much more. Accordingly, you can see the response in your Google form and summarize data with the charts and graphs in form or sheets. So Google Workplace is designed to help organizations to improve their productivity. Google Workspace is a user-friendly communication and collaboration cloud platform that helps to work remotely from anywhere across the world and stay connected at any time. So Google Forms is a survey administration software included as part of the free web-based Google Docs editor suite offered by Google. The service also includes Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Drawing, Google Sites, and Google Keep. Google Forms is also available as a web application. So this is one of the important things. And if you see, I think this is the way by which you can make the Google Forms, you can make the questionnaires, you can put certain multiple choices, you can have some options into that like agree, not agree, strongly disagree, and learners or the respondents can just click on the buttons or bullet buttons, and then very easily they can know what exactly the scenario is. So there are types of questions in Google Forms which can be, it could be paragraph based, it could be multiple choice, it could be drop down, it could be varieties of ways by which the questions need to be done. And this is another way of doing that. So Google Forms is very easily transferring into Google Drive, and on real time basis you can use that. So on the other hand, you have got another way of doing that. SurveyMonkey is one of the way by which you can do that, and this is also one of the questionnaire form tool by which you can do that. Workspace tariff decisions are, if your company with few employees and data, why not go with business starter, and if you need more storage you can do that. So a lot of flexibility is there for the large number of users. I think you can store the data, you can take the data, and that could be available on that. So while most of the services are individually available at no cost to consumers, and Gmail try to give many things in a bundle manner, in a free manner, so that it can be fruitful to the users, and additional administrative tools and advanced settings as well as 24/7 phone and email support is there. So as part of Google Workspace, Gmail comes with additional feature designed for business use, email address with the customer's domain name, and it have got certain usage, synchronization, compatibility with Microsoft Outlook and other email providers are there. Support for add-ons that integrate third-party apps purchased from Google Workspace. So I think now the time had come where we have to sum up this, and we have a very elaborative session, and we are on the verge of completion of the particular videos, and on the other hand completion of certain weeks, so that this last week is more emphasizing on recapitulating what exactly we have done and how the current trends, how the technology is going to helpful to that. So in short, someone else known as computer, you can put stuff on it over the network, and when you want to access it, you to connect the network and access someone else's computer. So this is all about the cloud computing which is there. There are certain pros and cons of cloud computing. I think the database recovery is very fast, sustainability is there, scalability is there, cost effectiveness is there, but on the other hand the privacy is going to be affected by that. So lack of control is there. So these are certain things which is there, and I think we have a very elaborative session which focus more on workspace, which focus more on this particular aspect. In our coming sessions we are going to talk more about that, because since this particular week, this particular video emphasized more on recapitulating, so what exactly we have done in our preceding sessions that we are going to recapitulate with that. Thank you very much.